learn first note, okay? So, you guys, as soon as you play that upper note, the highest pitch, really listen for the lowest instruments and then tune off of that, because you're going to have a beautiful pure interval in there. So you want to just be really light, but remember that's the lowest instruments that we really need here, and that you guys will be very light. It'll carry beautifully without any effort.
Bass, clarinet, bassoon, tenor saxophone, yeah?
Really need you guys. So what's happening is the third, listen for as much as you can that third is not too large, and it is. You need it to just, if you're playing the third of the chord, it needs to be nice and relaxed. So set on top of the bass. Don't make it higher, and I'll be talking about that in a moment. Third is too low. Still got to get that third lower. Okay, so that third is quite a bit too high. So what I want to, can I ask you guys, I'm going to keep going like this, lower, lower, lower. I'll ask you to just imagine it going slower and slower, because that's actually what the frequency is doing, but I'll be really kind of focusing on that so you have it in your ear. I have a theory, and that is, though a pure di-chord 4, that is a major third, is actually smaller than an equal temperament 1. If I played that, the note you're playing, it would be sharp to equal. That's because it's a harmonic dichord, and thus the tendency for the two pitches to repel, and thus the upper note to be too sharp. So what you want to be doing is let it settle, and I'll keep going like this, and you guys will be thinking, no, I can't lower it. But let's see if we can get that in your, very clearly in the ear. That's a kind of a deal breaker at the beginning of this piece.
The balance was easier.
It was beautiful. It was very nice.
Let's keep with that balance that we just did. Okay, here we go.
Just that chord. Good. Good. So whenever you play a third of a chord, really listen for that. Did you feel it? That it's really a matter that it's almost like you are a bird flying above a strong current. Relax and slow down, and then you'll be in the current, and you won't have to work or flap or try at all. But the tendency will be to be sharp. So when the wood ones came in, it was very good. Brass, marvelous, all of you guys. Now, when you guys come in the flutes, you've got to match their note. So what's happening is it's a little out of tune with that. I want to ask you to try something. In your minds, imagine you're singing the pitch they're playing, and imagine your pitch. And then you'll be right on top of it. So there'll be another partial in there. So that's where that transition is going to be, it's going to be painful if it's out of tune, out of an octave. Can we take just that transition, Tom? Would that be okay?
Measure 30. 30. Take a little bit more time, so wait for your entrance. We're slowing down, right?
Again, I would say that same thing, you guys, float it. When you have the high notes, just let it just float. Trust yourselves, okay?
30 again.
Thank you, guys. Just a comment here. When you're playing really fast notes, aim for that first note. Any of those first notes in a group, if it's on a strong beat, make sure that that note is just right on. The rest of them will take care of themselves.